What have you learned about the Nebraska Creighton rivalry in your time here in Nebraska?
Honestly, like from Ann Arbor, Ohio State's a big rival for us. So coming here, I honestly wondered what the rival was, and as the game's gotten closer, I've realized how big of a deal it is. Our goal is to be state champions. That's what we're calling it. So it'll be a fun game tomorrow. We scrimmaged them before. We know what they have, so it'll be a good game.
What have they told you about the rivalry?
Not much, honestly. I just had to put it together myself. But it's not far from each other, so I could assume there's a pretty good rivalry there.
This is the first time the game's back in Devaney in a few years. Just kind of how cool would it be to play in front of in your home venue and just be back in Devaney full for Creighton.
After the Memorial game, I don't think anything really compares to it. But I mean, it's great to be back in Bob. This feels like nothing for us now, and we're prepared. And I think it's great because our fan base is always here to support us, and especially against Creighton, they'll be extra excited. So it's great to be back in here.
Kansas State was a little bit more hitting errors than usual. I mean, John said that you were able to dig yourself out of that. How did you get through some of that adversity on the road there?
That's something I'm working on. Having those dips, not getting out of them more fast is my goal. So I think my first away game a little rough, but I'm working on it with Kelly. Especially me and Kelly have a little chat going about it. But something I'm working on, and that was good for me to learn from.
What do you mean? How do you get over that, and what do you learn from that experience?
I think experience in itself is going to help a lot, and getting used to playing at away games, not in Bob. And me and Bergen already have a good connection, so just making sure that that's consistent at away games as well is going to help me.
How important was it for you guys to get on the road, play your first match out there, especially before you go to Stanford?
Stanford's gonna be fun. So I think it was a good experience for us to go to an atmosphere like K-State that has a really loud gym, and it was a new gym, new facility, so it was really nice to play in a gym like that. But I think to get used to the student section and get used to other fans besides ours will be really good for us at Stanford.
Saturday, Long Beach State, just kind of what's going into that game, and I know you guys, your focus right now is Creighton, but just to have some other pretty competitive opponents on the schedule coming up.
I mean, Tyler's a great coach, so I'm sure they'll have a good matchup on us. But I mean, Long Beach is always a good game, and we're all excited. But I think just right now our focus is Creighton, so we haven't talked too much about the Long Beach game yet.
Did you interact with Tyler, or did he kind of gone when your recruitment process was going on?
He recruited me, but after I committed, he soon after left. But he was involved in my recruitment, and when I committed, he was one of the coaches I talked to. So he was definitely involved, and he's a great guy. So we're all wishing him the best.
Creighton's the first ranked opponent you guys will face. Are you guys excited to kind of take another step up in competition and see what you've got?
Yeah, I mean, we scrimmaged them in spring, and I'm sure they've worked on things, and so have we. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of battles going on in that game, and Nora is a great player, so I'm sure she'll bring a lot, but it'll be a great matchup.
What did they throw at you in that scrimmage? How much you learned from that, kind of implement that into Wednesday?
I mean, Creighton has a great setter, and her and Nora have a really good connection, so I think for them that's going to be really important for a good battle against us, but they have great ball control, and a lot of those girls have been there for a while, so just to see what they're going to put out against us, it'll be interesting.
A couple more for Harper.
You've been passing in college matches for a few weeks now. What have you kind of learned about it and how to go about it?
Coming into college, I knew passing was going to be something I needed to work on. Coach and all the other coaches have talked to me about it multiple times, so I know that that's what they expect of me. Still getting used to it. I mean, every gym is different. Depth perception plays a big role in a lot of these games, so I'm still getting used to it, but having Lexi next to me helps a lot, and she's someone that I look up to, so she's helping me a lot, but as well as the coaches, just getting in there every day and working on it's going to help.
You guys haven't been pushed to pass 3 sets yet, just kind of when you guys get into a situation like that, how are you guys preparing for endurance?
Trusting our training. That's what the coaches trust and put in us every day, so I think for them to put that on us is that's what they expect if we get put in a situation like that. So trusting our training and just leaning on each other.
Growing up in Ann Arbor, are you just instilled with a hatred for Ohio State? Is that part of your growing up?
I mean, my dad's from Ohio, so a little bit, but I have a friend who plays field hockey there, so I don't hate them completely, but when they play Michigan, it's definitely a little bit of hate there.
Have you had a chance to watch the stadium match from last week, or to watch the television production at all?
I have not. I'm still waiting to do that. I know some other people have, but I haven't yet.
Just waiting for a special occasion, or when you have time?
Yeah, honestly, when I have time, probably.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.